When Peepa started to feel suspicious about her housekeeper, Jackie, she decided to get a little sneaky herself. She secretly installed a bunch of cameras in her house without Jackie or her husband Sam knowing about it, and you know what? Peepa's plan totally paid off because the footage she snagged blew the lid off Jackie's real intentions. When Peepa spilled the deets about those sneaky cameras in her house, the housekeeper's face went all kinds of pale. She was mortified with regret, but it was too late. What had Jackie dug up on the camera footage? Jackie's work was so impressive that Sam and Peepa couldn't stop raving about her to their friends and neighbors. She was making her living by working for families, cleaning up their places day in and day out. However, quite a few husbands seemed to have a big old smile when she was around. Sam wasn't at all interested in her for her looks. He never once thought about her in that way. She was simply a housekeeper to him. To him, his wife Peepa was the real deal. They go way back, met in high school, and bam, they were into each other instantly. They have been enjoying a happy marriage for 7 years now. They weren't able to take their long-awaited honeymoon earlier because both of them were swamped with work commitments and house chores. However, with Jackie now available, Sam thought it was the perfect opportunity to finally make it happen. So, before planning the vacation, the couple hit Jackie up and asked if she could take care of their plants and cat while they were gone. However, Peepa caught wind of some strange stories about Jackie, and she's starting to second-guess things, especially that Jackie is going to be crashing at their place for a while. Sam was totally not cool with the idea of judging someone based on rumors that might be nothing but hot air. He tried to talk some sense into Peepa, telling her not to let these rumors mess with her head. All these weird tales Peepa was picking up from folks started to make her second-guess the thought of hiring Jackie. Peepa got in touch with a company to install cameras, and they confirmed they could come on the upcoming weekend. Peepa made sure her husband was out of the house that day, sending him to the store with a long shopping list. They placed the cameras in strategic spots all over the house. Peepa could already picture herself leaving for their honeymoon the following Monday with a grin from ear to ear, knowing she had this under wraps. As they made their last-minute preparations for their week-long getaway, the couple kept Jackie in the loop. They wanted to make sure she had the lowdown on what to do while they were away. Jackie put on a show, acting like she was all ears, but in reality, their instructions went right over her head. As Peepa set off on her honeymoon, she did so with the assurance that every moment would be recorded. Not knowing she was under the camera's watchful eye, Jackie acted however she pleased. Upon reaching their apartment, Peepa was disappointed to find that the camera app still wasn't working as expected. All the efforts went in vain. This left Peepa feeling quite helpless, knowing that she'd have to wait until their return to review all the footage of Jackie. It became increasingly evident that P couldn't get Jackie out of her mind. Peepa found herself in a real bind, realizing that the only way to make the rest of the week better was to come clean with Sam about her recent activities at home. Sam wasn't okay with Peepa installing those cameras without telling him, just as she'd figured. But once Peepa spilled the beans on why she felt she had to do it, Sam started to get where she was coming from. When Sam and Peepa finally got back home, they were seriously taken aback by what they walked into. The place looked the same but was squeaky clean, almost like Jackie was trying to sweep something under the rug. It sent a weird vibe through the house, leaving Sam and Peepa scratching their heads about what had gone down while they were away. Peepa tried to check out all the footage, but guess what? It turned out that nothing had been recorded because she had forgotten to link the cameras to the app. Freaking out and desperate to get any leads, Peepa decided to reach out to her neighbors. Peepa's neighbor shared with her that been hearing some strange noises coming from their house over the past week and had noticed a variety of unfamiliar cars in the driveway. The next weekend, Sam and Peepa took off for what was supposed to be their romantic night away, but in reality, it was anything but romantic. In fact, Sam spent the evening catching up with a friend. However, Peepa snagged a cheap hotel room and dove headfirst into spying on the cameras, all in her quest to figure out what Jackie was really up to. To her surprise, Jackie was nowhere to be seen on the couch where she had been last spotted when Peepa last checked the app. How on earth was this even possible? That was a real panic moment for Peepa. Peepa started to freak out a bit. What if Jackie had somehow spotted the cameras? That would be a total disaster, right? Suddenly, Jackie did something that left Peepa completely baffled. It was seriously alarming, and in a rush of adrenaline, she dashed to her car and raced home, pressing the accelerator to the floor. Peepa placed a frantic call to her husband Sam. She pleaded with him to rush to the house as soon as possible. Peepa had finally unraveled the truth about what Jackie had been involved in, and she desperately needed Sam's assistance to confront the situation. As Jackie was putting the finishing touches on her tasks, Peepa barged in through the front door, giving her the fright of her life. Unaware that her employers possessed concrete evidence, she attempted to talk her way out of it. The expression on Peepa's face and the footage she was sharing with her husband made it abundantly clear that whatever it was, it couldn't be good for Jackie. Jackie, overcome by a sense of defeat, made the courageous decision to come clean. She confessed to Peepa and Sam that she had orchestrated a fake break-in and loaded her car with various valuable items. Her intention was to sell these items to secure funds for her college education. Peepa was left utterly astounded by this revelation, struggling to process the truth she had just heard. As Peepa's anger subsided, a wave of empathy washed over her for Jackie. She couldn't help but consider their own circumstances. Peepa gave Jackie a comforting hug and made it clear that stealing was never an acceptable choice. Peepa and Sam extended their generosity by sponsoring Jackie's college education, giving her the opportunity to pursue higher studies. After completing her education and achieving her academic goals, she managed to repay every bit of support and assistance she had received from them.